Good morning, good morning, do 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 do. Good morning to you. Good morning, cozy morning, holiday winter morning. Welcome to a daily dose of joy. Looking forward to dosing my brain with you this morning with stories. I bet you've got some good stories from over the holidays, some opportunities where something didn't go as planned, or something surprised you, or something was maybe a little odd or uncomfortable, and you found the humor in it. Keep on keeping on and share it with others. Increases the capacity for our brain to hold things lightly, to find the joy and the humor in life. So I have two for you. One is my 13-year-old son was getting ready for some holiday festivities, and being 13, he had a tiny little pimple, just part of life. And he'd heard from friends at school that they put mud masks on their face. And so he's like, oh, a mask. Okay, well, maybe that's what I need. And he found some stuff in the bathroom, and I walked in, and his face was like super shiny and white, and there's sort of like creamy looking stuff on it. And it was super greasy, shiny looking. And I was like, oh, what are you doing? And he said, oh, Mommy, I'm putting a mask on my face. I was like, really? Oh, where'd you get that? He pulls out a jar, and it's hair mask. And it's like olive oil and jojoba oil. I mean, it's just basically like oil that I put on my curls to have it like soak it up. Not exactly what a teenage face needs. And I was like, oh, that's a hair mask. Probably not what you want. And he's like, Mom, why do you have something called a mask that's not really a mask? I'm like, whoopsie daisy. So we ended up going into the kitchen and concocting some things. From old folk wisdom. Whoopsie daisy, part of glamming up for the holidays. And that was pretty funny. A good laugh that we both gave. We were like, oh, you want to do a mask? And he thought a hair mask was the most absurd thing he'd ever heard of. It was pretty funny. It actually took a while to get all the grease off his face. Oh my. And then the second one, I haven't told y'all about. I've told a few people in our microdosing group. So the microdosing group is a WhatsApp group where we get together and come and join us. It's an opportunity to use these microdosing tools and play with them with buddies and connect, which also increases our oxytocin. Well, it was one morning, I was on the microdosing line, and I posted, hey, anybody want to laugh for 5 minutes? Use the 5-minute laughter flow, and let's double up and do a deeper truth also. So we're gonna play with both of them. And a number of people respond, and it's sort of a flurry of activity and exciting. I'm just eager to laugh with my buddies. But there are a few people whose names I'm not super familiar with. I'm typing them in pretty quickly, and I get on the call, and we connect. We all connect through WhatsApp. We're all on one group call. We have this great laugh, and then I start chatting with people, kind of giving some of the newer people a heads up on how we do a deeper truth in a group call, and we sort of go round robin around the group. And I thought that maybe the man on the line was someone I'm familiar with husband, and I was like, this is great, you know, he's trying it, but I, you know, I'm kind of checking out with him. Hey, are you comfortable trying this? You could also just listen if you're not quite there yet. And so he's like, no, I get it, great. And we did this beautiful deeper truth tool where we went around and round robin, and everybody's just could tell really anchored in their deeper truth and sharing, and it's building momentum as we go around the work group, and we're all kind of feeding off of each other's clarity, and it's lovely. It just ends up being wonderful, stretched out, a chance for us all to play with the microdosing tools. I get off the phone, and one of the women who'd wanted to join our group was like, oh, sorry, I missed you guys. And I was like, huh. And then I started putting 2 and 2 together and realized that I had accidentally added a contractor to the group, not from our WhatsApp group at all. I'd accidentally added by name somebody with a very similar name from my contacts into our laughter flow. And I was like, oh my goodness. Well, I guess I should call this person and apologize. And so I call up the person and I say, you know, hi, this is Winston Garland. By any chance, did we laugh together this morning? And he kind of laughs and he's like, yes, but just very matter of fact. And I say, well, that must have been rather odd. And he's like, well, I rather enjoyed it. And I was like, oh, and I sort of explained what I do and how I'm helping people create more dose chemistry in their brain, and with these microdosing tools that anybody can use on the fly to help raise the level of positive neurotransmitters in their brain. And he's like, oh, it's wonderful, great. And I just said, well, I've got to give it to you. Like, big props to you. You just jumped right into something you didn't know about. And he said, well, as a matter of fact, you woke me up. It was rather early when I was posting on the group. And he said, so I was sort of sleepy, but by the time y'all had started laughing, it was contagious. And so I started laughing with you. And then it felt so good that when you said, hey, do you want to do this deeper truth tool? I was like, well, yeah, okay. Sounds great. And I mean, this guy, top drawer, he really was super present in the moment and just jumped right in. So, but that was an interesting phone call. Whoopsie daisy. Spreading the love, spreading the light, spreading the joy. It was really funny though. I was laughing so hard. Oh, I mean, but boy, I lucked out. Just a real great person to spontaneously like prank onto a call. I mean, it was hysterical. Oh, so I hope if you have any hesitancy to joining in the WhatsApp group, that you hear that little story and go, all are welcome. It is easy. There's no doing it wrong. And there's so much joy to be had in community and in connecting with other people who are choosing joy and choosing to elevate their state throughout the day and dose their brain with positive neurotransmitters. Thank you guys for being on this journey with me. And I look forward to seeing you tomorrow.